Election day has come to an end in central Alabama, and the ABC 3340 team is scattered across the region, covering the races that impact your neighborhood the most. We're in Hoover, Birmingham, Northport, Irondale, and Coleman County. Our team is standing by with what you need to know. Good evening, I'm Muriel Bailey. Well, weeks of campaigning wrapping up tonight for many candidates, but results are still coming in right now. And you can catch those updating live right at the bottom of your screen. Live results can also be found on our website right now. Just simply scan the QR code that's on your screen. Now make sure to refresh that page often so you can get the latest results as they come in throughout the night. Well, let's get straight to decision night in Hoover. Voters have decided the battle for mayor, incumbent Frank Bricado versus longtime police chief Nick Durzis. Two seasoned leaders, both claiming credit for keeping the city safe and growing. Bricado pushed his record of lowering crime, while Durzis argued it's time for new vision and energy. Tonight, the high-stakes race is settled, and we have the results. Taking a look right now, Durzis is coming in at the lead with the win at 56% and Bricado at 44%. ABC 3340 is with both campaigns tonight. Gracie Johnson is live with Bricado's team. But first, let's head to Valerie Bell, who's live with the Durzis campaign there. And Valerie, he's celebrating a win tonight.
Muriel, he is. About 15 minutes ago, this room right here was packed with people celebrating. You could barely even move. Things are starting to wind down a little bit now. Now, again, Durzis has been Hoover's police chief for 20 years and says his decades of service have always been about protecting the city and listening to its people. He told me he decided to run after hearing concerns from residents who say they weren't getting answers from City Hall. His campaign centered on transparency and accountability. Durzis says public safety will remain a top priority as mayor, but he also wants to breathe new life into Hoover, focusing on developing vacant storefronts and making what he calls Hoover, Hoover again.
We're going to redevelop. You're going to see economic growth. You're going to see empty storefronts become good storefronts. We're going to start working Patton Creek and the Galleria to make changes there. I mean, 9 years ago, when this administration took over, those places were better than they are today. And we're going to do whatever we can to rejuvenate. And again, the transparency issue is something that one of the main reasons that I got in. I saw too many people coming to City Hall and asking questions, and they left without any answers. And that's not the way government's supposed to be. So we're going to be very transparent. We're going to get out and talk to the community. And again, just looking forward to the next 4 years of making Hoover better.
Now, Durzis says he will remain chief of police for Hoover through the transition before he takes the role into the mayor's office. Now, I want to send things over to ABC 3340's Gracie Johnson, who is at Mayor Frank Bricado's campaign. And Gracie, Bricado has been the mayor since 2016.
Valerie, that's correct. We were here with Bricado and his supporters as the results came in. He stepped out, gave Nick Durzis a call before he came back in and addressed his supporters. He talked to all of them about the 53 years that he's been here in Hoover. He worked for a while at the fire department, and then he served 2 terms as mayor. Here's a little bit of what he told us following the results.
You know, this has been a long, hard race, about it's probably about $1 million spent on this race. But we did everything right as far as I'm concerned. The city is, everything's going beautifully. And a lot of good projects that are still out there that Chief Durzis will get to build on. And he'll be at work tomorrow, and I'll be at work tomorrow, and we'll work together and move the city forward.
Now, we'll continue to follow reaction from both campaigns and what's next for the city's leadership. Live in Hoover, Gracie Johnson, ABC 3340 News.
Birmingham voters have spoken in a crowded race for mayor. 9 candidates on the ballot, but all eyes were on incumbent Mayor Randall Woodfin fighting to hold on to a 3rd term. From crime and public safety to jobs and growth, challengers pressed hard, calling for new leadership and fresh direction. Tonight, the battle for Birmingham's future is decided, and we do have the results there on your screen. You can see Woodfin leading at 75% there. He's actually there at the podium, and we are live tonight there with his campaign. Let's go ahead and listen in there.
Everybody, y'all look so good. Y'all look so good. Y'all look so good. I'm so grateful. Look, y'all have been patient. You've been patient. You've been patient. I have a few words I want to say, and we're going to get back to partying, having a good time, and having this party go live, okay? Y'all ready? All right. So listen, tonight I just simply want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you all so much. Thank y'all. I want to thank you. I want to give a big thank you to every voter, every volunteer, every supporter and believer who made this moment tonight, right now, possible. From East Birmingham to West End, from North Birmingham to Irondale. You showed up and you showed out today. And because of you, know that Birmingham deserves leadership that continues to put them first. Before anything else, I want to thank my family, the ones who've been with me through every single late night, every early morning, and every step of this journey. To my wife, I love you.
And there you have it there, Mayor Woodfin right now supporting, actually addressing his supporters, thanking them for their support. And as we showed you just a few minutes ago, he's coming in right now with about 75% of the votes. Of course, we will have a little more from Birmingham later in this newscast if we can get to that again. Well, Northport's race for mayor is coming down to the wire. 4 candidates, 4 very different visions for the city's future. They've debated how to fix public safety, boost schools, and grow the economy. And tonight, voters have made their choice. Let's get straight to the latest results there. You can see 63% for Dale Phillips coming in with the win there. Roland Lewis, 23%, Jason Barksdale, 10%, and David Crawford at 4%. Let's go to ABC 3340's Mary Barron, who's in Northport tonight.
The latest results are in, and the people have spoken. The next mayor of Northport will be Dale Phillips. I got a chance to catch up with Dale Phillips just moments ago to learn his first order of business in office.
You know, we'll start tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow reaching out to some other leaders in the West Alabama, Tuscaloosa area, and we're going to start rebuilding some partnerships that have been damaged, gotten a little weaker. We'll start with that, and we'll have some things in place. By the time we get sworn in the 1st of November, we'll already be well on the way to getting some things going.
Now, Dale Phillips says he also plans to revisit conversations about the University Beach development. The project garnered lots of criticism from residents who felt as though the project lacked transparency. In Northport, I'm Mary Barron, ABC 3340 News.
Voters in Helena are choosing new leaders tonight as well. Mayor Brian Puckett is out after scandals that sparked demands for transparency. 3 candidates are now vying to lead the city, promising growth, accountability, and an end to divisiveness. Several city council seats are also on the ballot. Let's take you straight to the latest results there. We have Billy Rosener coming in at 64% with the win, Russ Powers 24%, and George Pickle at 12%. ABC 3340's Austin Pratt has covered Helena's city government for months now and has been there tonight as the results come in. Austin.
We now have the latest results as far as the municipal election in Helena. And as far as the mayoral race, Billy Rosener won with nearly triple the amount of votes as his closest opponent. And then looking at place 1 for city council, Kathy Hammond won in a close race decided by about 200 votes. In place 2, incumbent Andy Healy won with nearly triple the amount of votes of his only opponent. Moving on to place 3, Dennis Wilson beat incumbent and previous council president Alice LaBelle with more than double the amount of votes. In place 4, Brooke Dodson also getting more than double the amount of votes of the only opponent in that place. And coming to place 5, Jeff McDaniels won with a close victory, likely heading to a runoff election. In Helena, Austin Pratt, ABC 3340 News.
The incumbents take all but one council spot in Irondale, and Mayor James Stewart wins big. Here are the numbers there. James Stewart coming in at 76%, and Ken Effinger at 24%. ABC 3340 Cynthia Gould is in Irondale for Reaction tonight.
It was a huge victory Tuesday night for incumbent Mayor James Stewart. The crowd erupting as the numbers were read here on the steps of City Hall. We spoke with him minutes after the announcement. I see tears coming down your eyes.
Tears of joy. It's been a grueling 2 months. This election hopefully has sent a message to those individuals in the community that have been negative, that's been talking about we're broke, that we're spending too much money, that there are over 2,000 people in this city that wants to see all the progress that's going on. And we're going to keep moving the train forward. Irondale has become one of the most progressive cities in the region. We're setting standards for other municipalities to want to copy what we're doing.
As for the city council races, 4 of the 5 incumbents won, with 1 new member coming on board. Mayor Stewart says he's confident they will get the job done in Irondale. Cynthia Gould, ABC 3340 News.
All right, thank you, Cynthia. Well, live results can also be found on our website right now. Just simply scan the QR code if it pops up there on the screen. Just make sure to refresh that page often so you can get the latest results as they come in throughout the evening.